If you've ever stood in your garden wondering why your plants seem to surge with growth one week and stall the next, you're not alone. Most gardeners, beginners and seasoned growers alike, tend to assume their soil is lacking nutrients. But here's the surprising truth: the problem usually isn't a nutrient deficiency. It's the lack of a steady, reliable supply. Let's start with a truth most gardeners learn too late. Spreading compost on the surface only does half the job. Yes, it adds organic matter, but it dries out fast, washes away when it rains, and decomposes only when conditions happen to be perfect. That means nutrients don't reach your plants in a steady flow. Instead, roots get hit with bursts of richness followed by long, quiet stretches where nothing much is happening. A compost tunnel is, in simple terms, a narrow underground compost trench placed between your plants. Think of it as a hidden nutrient reactor working silently below the surface. Instead of compost breaking down on top where conditions are unpredictable, the tunnel keeps everything underground, moist, warm, and active. Here's where the method becomes truly accessible. A compost tunnel doesn't require special tools, fancy compost, or advanced skills. Even if you're brand new to gardening, you can start one today. Begin by digging a trench between your planting rows. The best size is around 10 to 12 inches deep and about 6 inches wide. This depth keeps the decomposition environment stable while ensuring your plant's roots can reach the nutrient zone. At the very bottom, lay down a layer of coarse materials, things like sticks, straw, or chopped stalks. This creates airflow because even underground, microbes need oxygen. Above that, add a layer of green materials, fresh kitchen scraps, grass clippings, green weeds, or fresh manure. These supply nitrogen and kickstart the heating and decomposition process. Then add your brown layer, shredded leaves, small pieces of cardboard, or dried plant matter. Browns stabilize the breakdown, prevent odor, and help balance the greens. Finally, cover the entire trench with a layer of soil. This seals in moisture, blocks pests, and ensures everything stays aerobic and clean. What you've created is a slow-release nutrient factory that will feed your soil for months. Inside the tunnel, something amazing happens. A surge of microbial activity that transforms your soil in ways surface composting never can. Bacteria, fungi, and actinomycetes flourish in the warm, moist tunnel. These organisms aren't just breaking down organic matter. They're releasing enzymes and acids that unlock minerals, stabilize soil structure, and create compounds plants can absorb effortlessly. This is where the compost tunnel becomes a game changer. As decomposition continues deep in the soil, organic acids bind with clay particles to form larger aggregates. That means clay soil becomes less compact and far more breathable. Earthworms start moving in, because the environment is rich, soft, and food-filled. Their burrowing aerates the surrounding soil even further. In sandy soil, compost tunnels become moisture anchors. They grab and hold water long after sandy beds would typically dry out. Nutrients stay in place instead of washing away. Gardeners who've used compost tunnels consistently see deeper colored foliage, thicker stems, and plants that can withstand drought much better. The slow, steady nutrient release keeps growth even and predictable. No more sudden spikes followed by disappointing dips. And for perennial plants, berries, shrubs, and fruiting bushes, the benefit is even greater. A compost tunnel placed just outside their drip line feeds them year-round, without disturbing their base, encouraging roots to stretch outward and strengthening the entire plant. One of the things I love most about compost tunnels, especially for busy gardeners, is how they turn your garden into its own waste processing system. A 10 by 10 foot area with 2 compost tunnels can quietly break down around 200 pounds of organic waste each year. No flies, no odors, no big compost pile taking over your yard. And if you already have garden beds in place, integrating tunnels is simple. Just dig a trench between every second or third row. In a 4-foot bed with 2 tomato rows, 1 tunnel right in the middle is perfect. For leafy greens or tightly spaced crops, 1 every 18 inches ensures balanced feeding. Once installed, everything else happens naturally. Your plant's roots will gravitate toward the nutrient zone without guidance. They know exactly where the goodness is. The best part? Compost tunnels are incredibly low maintenance. Every 3 to 6 months, simply open the top couple of inches, top up with another layer of greens and browns, water, seal with soil, and cover with mulch. That's it. After about a year, the tunnel fully integrates into the bed. When that happens, dig a new one right beside the old one and continue the cycle. Over time, you create a network of nutrient-rich channels that transform your soil from the inside out. This is how you build long-term fertility, naturally, efficiently, and permanently. Whether you're growing tomatoes in raised beds or cabbages in the ground, whether you're new to gardening or decades in, compost tunnels offer a regenerative solution that simply works. They save you time, they improve soil quality season after season, they help plants grow stronger and healthier without synthetic fertilizers, and they turn kitchen scraps and garden waste into constant plant power, silently, cleanly, and efficiently. If you're ready to supercharge your plants, stabilize your soil, and build a garden that feeds itself 24/7, the Compost Tunnel Method is the way forward. It's one of the most powerful yet beginner-friendly systems you can add to your gardening routine. And if you found this article helpful, please subscribe to SoilSage Chronicles for more timeless, research-backed, gardener-tested methods. Share this guide with another grower who's ready to elevate their soil game. You might just help them unlock their healthiest garden yet. Happy growing, friend. Let your soil work for you.